Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that the homos and the Muslims wouldn't like each other? Who would have guessed that the homos and the Muslims wouldn't like each other after all, right? Because what we've seen today is obviously it's Pride Month, and none of us give a shit. No one gives a fuck about some mentally ill retards walking around dressed up like dogs, saying pride's a sin. All right, I've never understood this. Pride is one of the original sins, right? It's one of the 7 deadly sins. Why would you name a month after a deadly sin? Look, I'm not going to chimp out about it, because frankly, just ignore them. That's my bet. I see all these people that are like constantly mad about. I've seen so many posts about like, oh, that it's Pride Month. Oh, where's White Month? It's like, okay, guys, just ignore them. Just ignore them. No one gives a shit. Like, let them be fags. Just let them be fags at one side. Just ignore them. Like, that's the best advice I can give to you. But the 5 Pillars organization, and they are a Muslim branch. They are a Muslim media network. It's actually ran by a ginger convert. Who would have guessed that, right? Who would have guessed that? And you've got they came out today and it was like how Muslims in Britain can navigate Pride Month. Basically, like I don't want to take sides with this, because there's two sides to this. Number one, I don't like the foreigners here. Number two, I don't like the gays. So I've got to pick. I'm in the middle. It's like tug of war. I shouldn't do that, but it's like tug of war. Bad hand action for this month. But it's like tug of war, right? I don't want to side with the Pride Month lot, and I don't want to side with the Muslims. So I'm stuck in the middle. And the Muslims are saying, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. Do not like the homos. The homos are sin. They're getting mad at the gays. They're like, that's how you avoid. They're basically saying, Guide 101, how to avoid the sodomites. That's quite funny. Guide 101, how to avoid the sodomites. And then on the other side, you've got the gays being like, oh my God, they hate us. What the fuck? It's like, yeah, duh. Oh, wow, the socially conservative Muslims that would throw you off a fucking building don't like you. Duh. Who would have guessed that? What's even funnier is 5 Pillars have endorsed the Green Party. What is that about? They've endorsed the Green Party. I'm like, what? So you've got this Muslim organization that's turning around to the gays and saying, we don't like you. And then the gays that are like shocked that they don't like them. And the gays are like, well, we don't have to respect your religion. I thought that was Islamophobia. What happened to Islamophobia? But I thought that was Islamophobia. And you've got this like argument going on, this contention going on X right now, where all the Muslims are like, yeah, we don't give a shit. We don't like you. And then all the gays are just mad about it. And I'm like, obviously that was going to happen. And this is actually what I spoke to Kevin about, is it was this alliance, which is never going to last, where all the Muslims pretend to be friendly with the progressive left-wing, socially progressive group. They endorse the Green Party, which is just full of gays anyway. There's no difference between the Tory party and the Green Party. It's just full of gays. That's true, by the way. A news report came out saying that the Tories are just gay. Who would have guessed? The Tories are gay? The Tories are gay? Who would have... Colour me shocked. I never knew that the Tory conferences were basically a Grindr meetup. Who would have known? Who would have known? Nobody told me this. What the fuck? I had no idea. But you had all these gays now come out on Twitter, and they're so mad that the Muslims don't like them. And obviously there was this like mutual agreement, even though they know they don't like them. And I actually think the gays are the ones that are the more deluded people in this situation, which think, you know, oh, the Muslims like us, it's fine. We're being we're looking after their rights, girl. The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting, but they're looking after their rights. And I can't help but have a smile on my face. I love when this like poetic irony happens. I really do. And they've been like supporting these Muslims, and the Muslims just turn around like, yeah, actually, we don't like you. And they get shocked. It happens every year. Every year they're like, it's like a new revelation. It's like, wow, they still don't like us. They're never going to like you. But as I said to Kevin, I was like, the reason they pretend to like them, the reason that they work with them, and you have this broad alliance between the homos and the Muslims, is because the Muslims want to sustain their people. They want to grow their people and their population inside of Britain. They are here because they want to advance the size of their populations in Britain. The gays, on the other hand, they don't see it like that. They just see the Muslims as a marginalized group. They just see them as being hard done by this. You've got, listen, the gays are like, oh my God, homophobia. And then the Muslims can't go, Bismillah, Islamophobia. It's like they just hear phobia. The gay, it's too many poppers. They hear phobia and they think, oh my God, marginalized as well. Not taking a second thought, going, they're going to kill you. They are going to kill you. If they get in power, they are going to kill you. They hate you. You may get the odd one like Sadiq Khan that sits there and he tries to go on about like pride marches, but one of the leading Muslim figures has come out today telling Sadiq Khan to be truthful about Islam and denounce the pride march. They're literally telling the Muslim mayor of of London, to come out and denounce the gay pride march. On a wide scale, they just don't like them. So you see this like collapse of it. And you've got the gays now arguing and saying like, I can't believe this. And the Muslims like, well, I think the most notoriable clip I could give you of this is last year in Whitechapel with the UKIP march. What did you see? Well, you saw this big swarm of Muslims walking down Tower Hamlets. And you had these white liberals on the side, probably gay, probably got septum piercings, probably trannies, sat on the side, and they were going, we're on your side. And the Muslims were like, no, we're not. It's a real clip. You can go look it up. It's funny as fuck. No, you're not. And I don't think it's set in right then. I don't think it's set in right now for the liberal gays. I don't think they realize it. It's like, look, they hate you. You might be fighting for their rights and for their sustainability in this country and for their future in this country. You might be sat there, endorsing Moffat Ali and going like, oh my God, Green Party, yay. But they don't like you. They never have liked you. Why do you think Moffat Ali is the deputy of the Green Party? Obviously, it's so they can appeal to the Islamic communities. I mean, they were literally going on about the fact that inside of Gorton and Denton, some of the leaflets that were written in Urdu didn't mention anything about like the decriminalization of drugs, the pro-trans rights ideology of the Green Party. Because let's be honest, a bunch of these like spaghetti language readers, they're not going to understand that shit. They're not going to go and look for these policies. They'll just see some Muslim guy that's promoting a party and go, that's the one. And I think it's quite... Look, I feel bad for these people. Maybe I do a little bit. Maybe I do feel a little bit bad for these people just because of how retarded they are. Maybe I do feel a little bit bad that they can't quite grasp these people hate them. But I just put it like this, right? Let's put it like on a very simplistic scale where they can like picturize. Let's say you've got the Gay Pride March. And you've got all the pufters walking down the streets wearing, God only knows, on their way to hell. Let's say you've got that on one side. And then you've got like a group of Muslim boys on the other side. What do you think the Muslim boys are going to think? Who do you think is more likely to support you? Some white liberal woman or some Pakistani hijab wearing woman?